Good morning, everybody. Well, it's Monday and it's winter and we've got the fireplace on. So anyways, today I'd like to talk about something that's really important to me, and it's not talked about enough, and it's the dedication and the love of parents is amazing. And I just want to state this, that I truly mean this, that the dedication and the love of parents is amazing. And I'll tell you why. Parents will hurt themselves. They will take on so much guilt, so much disappointment with themselves because, look at, I have this child. I don't even know how to look after this child. What the hell is wrong with me? You know what? I can't even take care of my child. Well, let me tell you something. First of all, we're not taught how to look after ourselves, feed ourselves, treat ourselves, love ourselves. So we don't know how to do it for our children. I didn't know how to do it. When the first child that we had, my daughter, I was scared, so scared about raising a child. And that's because I still knew I was dysfunctional. Deep down inside, I knew I was dysfunctional. But here's the problem, okay? You don't have the tools. Nobody has the tools to raise children. Nobody has the tools to even raise themselves. Okay, the manual that you've been given on how to love yourself and love others, the manual that you've been given on how to feed yourself and feed others is totally corrupted, okay? Totally corrupted. I want to read something for you today that I just got in, okay? All right? Good morning, Dr. Wolf. What is the cost to have your technicians come to us? That would be for personal treatment and training. My daughter had an MRI, and the doctors are saying that the area where the tumor was removed when she was 17 has changed. And of course, they want to go into her head. Of course, she is in pain. And she did have some seizures. And when you're dealing with fear, you're at the mercy of the doctors. Now, understand something. The mother doesn't know how to feed herself, less her children. And that's the God's truth. And I'm not putting anybody down. You know what? My heart breaks every day. You know, when I think about this stuff, sometimes I feel like I'm going to go into despair because I talk to people and they think that just going from white bread to actually whole wheat is actually eating right, or cutting down on alcohol, or cutting back on the sugar or the cookies. You know, we are so far off track and we've been programmed that way. Oh, and then we have the medical system that, is supposed to be our healthcare, which they don't even believe in healthcare. If you go to a doctor will usually say, diet doesn't matter. Oh, so it doesn't matter what you feed your body. It doesn't matter about the inflammation, okay? Let me say this. Okay, so this mother here, I've been on the phone with her yesterday and this morning, and she's at the verge of just almost crying, breaking down. You can hear, and and I'll say to her, well, you know what? We need to get her on a non-inflammatory. I've done my best. And I'm going, listen, see what's happening here? You're going into guilt mode. I know you've always done your best. You've done your best with being lied to. You've done your best with saying new improved food for your children, enhanced nutritional cereal, that milk is good for everyone. Meanwhile, it causes diabetes in 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old children. I mean, the lies are just not going to stop. And whether you believe it or not, your family, and everybody's family out there, you're being raised like cattle, and you're being treated like cattle. Okay, so anyways, so she wants to know how much it would cost for us to come there. Now, meanwhile, her daughter's in the hospital right now. Now, let me read this to you. I did not know you when she was 17, and at that time only knew to pray. She didn't know what to do she didn't know what to do with her daughter with these seizures. With her daughter grew a tumor on her head. Now, wait till you find out why. Let me read it. I did not know you when she was 17, and at that time I only knew to pray and believe God for a miracle. But since that time, I realize that's not how life works. And if I hear one more person coming into me and go, if it's God's wishes, if God wills it, let me tell you something. God gave you a body. And if you don't do your very best at learning how to run this body, how to feed this body, how to love this body, how are you going to do it for your children and for your family? And you don't know how to do it, and don't tell me you do. You know what? There's a lot of people that know things about health, but I'm telling you to be healthy today, because we've removed ourselves from nature. Mankind is not kind. Mankind is cruel. Understand that. So we've removed ourselves from nature. And the more you remove yourself from nature, you've got to return. You're just going to get sicker and sicker and sicker. And this is where we're going. You know, a lot of my colleagues go, you know what? I feel things are starting to change. Are they like kidding? The only thing that's going to change is you've got to put a lot of attention into you. You know what? The world's going to say, don't you get selfish. Don't you get self-centered. Well, if you don't center into yourself and start feeding yourself and loving yourself properly, you'll never be able to do it for your family. And I'm going to tell you something, the chaos is never going to end. You know, and the thing is that you better start caring for yourself and stop caring for everybody else who doesn't care if you care for them. Did you get that? We are programmed to slowly kill ourselves so that by the time that we're around the pension age, right? We're not here. Anyways, so she says, all I could do is pray to God for a miracle. I believe the tumor originally was caused because she used to sleep with her cell phone under her pillow. Every night she'd put her cell phone under her pillow. Well, what else? If you actually put a cell phone to your ear for 20 seconds and then you do an ultrasound, I mean, you can actually see the imprint of the phone radiation in the skull. Yeah, okay. She didn't know though. Now this mother has so much guilt because her young daughter is now back in the hospital and now they've got her on intravenous and they've got her drugged and she just wants to bring her home. She didn't even know about CBD for stopping seizures, okay? So, you know, she's so busy trying to run around, look out. You know what? Here's the deal. Women are so busy trying to run around, look after sick families. You know what? It's kind of funny, eh? 3 out of 4 children, okay, have some kind of condition. 1 out of 4 children are obese. 3 out of 4 children are overweight in a lot of states and provinces. So this is where we're going, everyone. All right? This is why I do my Q&As. This is why I put my library up. This is why I'm giving the A to Z Masterclass free. I'm going to give enough information out there that you can take your life back, and I truly mean that. And you're doing it for free, everyone. If you actually took all my information and you said, okay, every night I'm going to study for 30 minutes to 45 minutes about health and feeding and loving my body and my family, this would never happen. The corporations would crumble. All right? We would actually have health care because you become the health care, because God did not create junk. And God did not say, when I give you a body, then you just let everybody else go play with it. And also just go and pray that I'm going to heal you. When I've already given you the most powerful healing mechanism in the world, if you would embrace nature and if you would embrace total unconditional love for yourself. And that's the deal. So long as you want to go around hating your body, hating the world, hating politicians, hating the medical system, that's where your distraction goes. You're going to become contaminated and you're going to get yourself into trouble. And people can go and say to me, Daryl, the world's getting better. And I'm telling you that humankind is not kind and humankind is collapsing. And I enjoy my day every day. So I don't go around as a pessimist. I'm an optimist because we could change things so fast when we take back our power. And that means that you need to really understand how the human body functions, what the human body needs, and what your spirit needs. And do you understand something? When your spirit gets crushed, then you will be crushed. Your family will be crushed. You might think that I'm a drama queen sometimes, but guess what? Why don't you take a good look around you? Take a look at the tears that are spilling that don't have to spill. Take a look at the little children that have tummy aches and their parents don't even know that it's the good bacteria, which is their immune system, that's being destroyed from the foods that corporations and the government still allow. I mean, come on, your government, you know what? We have a liquor store on every corner almost in Kelowna here. Anyway, so the bottom line is this. I'm going to talk about this now. So what happened was cell phone. Cell phone grew a tumor. Guess what? They cut the tumor out. The tumor wasn't in the brain, it was on the skull. So when they cut the tumor out, what did I tell you? If you go to my A to Z masterclass, everyone, use the word master, sign up, read from page 5 to 35, and then watch the videos, and you'll understand something. If you get surgery, it will create more scar tissue in your body than anything else. So if you get surgery just to get rid of the tumor, guess what? The chances of the tumor coming back, unless you have like a Wolf non-surgical therapist, and I know I'm talking about us, but we're the ones that can do it. We can show you how to nutritionally and physically get rid of the tumor, the scar tissue from the surgery. Now understand, we can show you how to get rid of a fibroid, we can show you how to get rid of arthritis, we can show you how to not have to go to surgery for a hip or a knee problem. How about a low back problem? How about migraines? How about eye problems, ear problems? Look at, unless you're willing, okay, to take your life back, that means you are no longer going to be a patient, you're going to become a practitioner, then you know what? You can complain all you want. You can go from treatment to treatment, and this is how this is going to happen. I'm telling you that we can get rid of all the scar tissue in the human body, and it's the scar tissue, the displaced calcium, and the crystallization that are making you feel old today. Okay, you may be eating right, but you're getting stiff like that average 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old person. Or how about this? Do you know what the medical system says? For every 10 years you're alive, you should be on 1 prescription. So by the time you're 60, you should be on 6. All right? If you don't see what's going on, I don't know what I can do for you. But I will have my Q&A at 3 p.m. this afternoon. And you can call in and you can with your questions, or you can put your questions in on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I don't know what I don't know what you think. You think you're going to sit on the couch. You think you're going to sit there and worry or talk about how bad things are, and you think they're going to change. Nobody's coming to your rescue. Do you get this? You've got to bring love home. You've got to bring health home. That's it. I will supply you all the information to turn this around. And I'm not kidding. I will do that for you. Even if you never call me, never want to talk to me, it doesn't matter. Never want to spend any money, just start doing your homework. Look at, nobody's going to come and save your family. I think that's quite obvious here, okay? And I'm going to tell you something. When does a corporation make enough money? Never, okay? So your family are being sold off by the pound. I got to get off of this. I got to go and do 2 shows right now with Sherry Kalbaum on juicing. But just understand this. From the minute you wake up until you go to bed, who's responsible for you? The doctors? Daryl? I'm not responsible. Oh, your priest? Your minister? Are you kidding me? Oh, God's responsible. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? You were given a gift to come down here to planet Earth. What a beautiful place this is. I love my life each and every day, but I will tell you one thing. I don't like what's going on. And until you want to take back your personal power, you're not going to like what's going on either. God bless. Have a beautiful day. Bye now.